Why not? He'd never see her again anyway. "Maybe next time," he said, picking up his coffee. "Thanks, though." "Sure," she said, trying to smile back. "Well, have a good trip." As Alex pushed open the swinging door, the too-cold air conditioning abruptly gave way to a flat, burning September. He slid into the Porsche. It was low to the ground, and its black leather seats wrapped around him in a dark embrace. It was comfortable as hell, actually, which was good, since he practically lived in it. Aspen, Colorado, he punched into the GPS. Estimated time of arrival, 2:47 a.m. Almost 9 hours. He'd drive straight through, he decided, taking a gulp of coffee. He didn't need sleep. God, that was all he'd been doing since his last assignment. Pulling out of the parking lot, Alex turned onto Highway 34 and headed north out of town. If you could call it a town. There were a few dozen grids of streets with clapboard houses and a couple of long, brightly lit strip malls, where the rootin'-tootin' teenagers probably cruised up and down on Saturday night, drinking Bud Lights and shouting at each other. Just outside the town limits, it all ended and became dust and grain silos and oil pumps. Setting the cruise control to 70, Alex turned on the radio. The Eagles came on, warbling about the Hotel California, and he grimaced. Switching to his iPod instead, he put on some neoclassical as the Porsche began to smoothly eat the miles. And, briefly, he wondered what Vicky would think if she knew he had a semi-automatic rifle in his trunk. The Rocky Mountains cradled Aspen deep within them, like a giant's palm lightly cupping a handful of diamonds. The road twisted and turned down the mountain as Alex approached the city, his headlights sweeping the dark asphalt in front of him. Startled rabbits froze on the side of the road, their eyes wide, and once he disturbed a buck, sending it crashing and leaping into the woods. His car clock read 2:51 as he crossed into the Aspen city limits. Not bad. The GPS directed him to Tyler Street, a quiet, tree-lined avenue not far from downtown. One of the street lights was flickering. The rest glowed silently, showing a row of houses with large bay windows and immaculate front lawns. No house lights were on. Everyone was asleep. Alex parked his car a few doors down from number 1124. Propping his elbows against the steering wheel, he surveyed the house, his dark eyebrows drawn together thoughtfully. Sometimes you could see a sign of them if you knew what to look for. But there was nothing here. It was just an ordinary house, though the front lawn wasn't quite as pristine as the others. A few weeds grew here and there, spiking rebelliously up through the grass. Letting down the neighborhood, tisk tisk, thought Alex. He'd transferred his rifle to the front seat before he began the descent into Aspen, and now he clicked the magazine into place and sighted along the rifle's length, squinting through the infrared lens at the house. The front door snapped into an eerie reddish focus. He could even read the name on the wrought iron mailbox that was affixed to the front porch wall. T. Goodman. Goodman? Alex snorted despite himself. The creatures often took human last names to help them blend in. Nice to see that some of them had a sense of humor. He screwed the silencer onto the rifle's muzzle. It was state-of-the-art, as sleek and gleaming as the rifle itself. Now all he had to do was wait. He settled back in his seat, gazing at the house. Back in the days when they'd gone out in teams, the other AKs had always hated stakeouts. But they were part of the hunt to Alex, part of the buzz. Your senses had to be